imagine that one day we will be able to find the sign of intelligent life in Milky Way Galaxy. It will be an amazing discovery. A recent research has been done in this regard, which points to fact that there are at least 7 stars in our galaxy around which the Dyson Sphere can be found. In this video, detailed information about the Dyson Sphere will be provided. For now, we will briefly know what the Dyson Sphere is. The Dyson Sphere is an imaginary structure made by advanced civilization around their host stars. The purpose of this structure is to preserve the energy of these stars so that need of these civilization can be fulfilled. In this video, we will talk about this new research. We will try to find out what the Dyson Sphere is and what is the importance of this discovery. We are going to talk about the project Hemastasis, under which a team of researchers from Sweden, India, UK and USA has jointly discovered it. The purpose of this team was to observe a large amount of astronomical data and to find out about the advanced civilization. During their research, this team focused their attention on technology. Techno-signatures are actually coming from this technology which is being used by some intelligent beings. One of these techno-signatures is an extraordinary emission of infrared light from any star, which indicates the presence of Dyson Sphere. The research team observed the data obtained from Gaia, 2MASS and WISE. These data provide a lot of value information about the stars present in Milky Way Galaxy in the optical and infrared region. Using this data, researchers started to look for those stars from which extraordinary infrared light was being emitted. There was no natural reason for these stars to emit infrared light. After this, the research team set up a data pipeline so that the wrong information could be separated from the correct information. The research team started to observe about 5 million such new sources from which infrared light was being emitted. After filtering and analyzing, this team identified 7 such stars from which extraordinary infrared light was being emitted. Scientists have high hopes that the Dyson Sphere could be present around these stars. These are all M-type stars, which are also called red dwarfs. These stars are known for their low temperature and long life compared to other stars. It is surprising that infrared light is being emitted from these stars because there is no hot disk of dust and dust around them, which can naturally cause the emission of infrared light. The discovery of these stars, which are possibly the host of modern civilization, is of great importance. With this discovery, we can understand the efficiency of data pipeline made by researchers. This pipeline has actually helped in separating many sources that emit infrared light. These sources include circumstellar, dust ring, nebula, and background galaxies. With this pipeline, the researchers have managed to limit this research from 5 million resources to only 7 resources. If this light is really coming from 7 Dyson Spheres, it means that there are not only 7 civilizations in our galaxy, but these civilizations are so advanced that they have built huge structure around their stars to store energy. More research is required to verify these Dyson Spheres. As mentioned earlier that we will talk in detail about Dyson Sphere, so let's know what are Dyson Sphere and how they theoretically form. This theory was first presented in 1960 by scientist named Freeman Dyson. According to this theory, if there are very advanced and intelligent civilizations in our galaxy, then they would have probably made a sphere around their host star to store energy. Because they believe that a civilization grows, its energy needs increase exponentially. To fulfill these needs, this civilization has to benefit from energy of its host star. There can be many shapes of Dyson sphere, the most advanced of which is the shape of solid shell. He said that if a civilization brings the formation of Dyson sphere in the form of solid shell around its host star, then in this form, all energy coming out of this star is being used by civilization. But to be able to make such a huge structure is no less than a challenge, because it requires very advanced engineering and strong material. That is why many other shapes of Dyson sphere have been described, including solar panels, rings, etc. These shapes of Dyson spheres are also very advanced in their place, but it is easier to build them than a solid shell. The direct relationship of Dyson sphere Kardash shape के लिए. Here your question will be, what is the Kardash shape के लिए? This is a method by which keeping in the mind the use of energy. It can be found out about civilization as to how advanced they are in terms of technology. If we talk about the type I civilization, type 1 civilization, then it is a civilization that uses the energy on its planet. This civilization is also known as planetary civilization. On the other hand, the type 2 civilization is a civilization that to fulfill the needs of energy make Dyson sphere around its host star. This civilization is also known as stellar civilization. Type 3 civilization is such a civilization which to fulfill the method of energy, it appears on the entire galaxy. This civilization is also known as galactic civilization. If you are wondering, we will ever be able to make a Dyson sphere, the answer is it is not possible to do so with the help of current technology, because to make a Dyson sphere, a very strong material is required which has ability to withstand the temperature of sun. In addition, we need very advanced construction machine to build such a sphere and maintain it. Even if we succeed in doing all this, we will still need to convert the light and heat according to our need and store it, which is no less than a challenge in itself. The Dyson sphere is theoretical, but it is one of the best in science fiction and science fiction writer. This view clarifies the technological intensity of any civilization. Finding the Dyson sphere is like finding the answer to deep question of humanity, whether we are alone in the vast universe. Therefore, the purpose of researching such spheres is not only scientific, but with the help of it, we will also able to understand what is your status in the universe. Now, let's try to find out what side effect of this research can be, and what importance this view holds in the history of civilization. Very little research has been done on this structure in past. The reason for this was the loss of technology. When Freeman Dyson presented this view at that time, researchers used a radio telescope to detect the techno-signature, so that extraordinary radio signals could be detected to find out the existence of new civilization. But this use of telescope researchers did not find any kind of clue to civilization. In this research, scientists had their first success in 1980. As a result, the history of searching for the Dyson Sphere show the progress of science and technology. This research showed that researchers from new technologies and different countries can work together to help in search for new culture. I hope this video will be very informative and interesting for you. Thank you for the watching video. Please subscribe our channel.